Hi there, it's Sandra King at Boccia England, and today is day 14 of our hashtag Boccia at Home series of videos. Today is all about an open mindset. This is also often known as a growth mindset. And a growth mindset allows us to embrace challenge and to maintain this kind of constant search for performance improvements. In terms of talent identification, which is a key part of my role at the moment, we are searching for people who have an open mindset. We are searching for potential athletes who are willing to engage with coaches, who are open to listening to what other people say and are willing to try things that are being said. And I have to say it's true. I do hear of athletes saying things like, "Oh, my other coach doesn't say that." That's a closed mindset right away. That's the opposite of an open mindset. That is somebody saying, "I've been told what to do. I know what to do. You can't add anything of value to me." Whereas actually in an open mindset, you may have this one piece of information that's a good piece of information, might be an excellent piece of information, but here's somebody giving you something else. And in an open mindset, you will be willing to look at both. And you might then decide that there's just one little piece of this that you want to put in, but actually that's going to help with the other information you've got. It's going to make you an even better player. So shutting yourself off to what coaches or anybody else is telling you is a closed mindset. It's not going to help you improve. You need to open yourself up to all these different things that people might say, that you can work out the best thing for you to do. That is a growth mindset. So one of the things we're a little bit worried about at the moment, so where are we? We're in the middle of May 2020. We know that an awful lot of our athletes will be shielding. You've been in lockdown for quite a few weeks already. You're likely to be there for quite a few more. We know that a lot of our coaches are maybe furloughed at the moment, may not have a job if they're self-employed as coaches, may not have any income, etc. And we are a little bit worried that people are beginning to feel quite down about the situation. And that's what a fixed mindset or a closed mindset can do to you. It can drag you in, it can suck you into this idea that actually there's nothing you can do about anything. You're not going to be able to change everything. Everything is as it is now. That's it. And you need to conjure up to find that open mindset to break out of that. I really want to encourage you to try and do that. And in fact, if you go back to the 2 previous days we've done on mindset, which was day 4 and day 9, have a look at those as well, because they're telling you about things that you can actively do. So if you feel like you're losing control, if you feel like you're losing motivation to get up during the day, etc., I urge you to try and open your mind. Okay? So see it as a challenge. So yes, I have got to stay at home all day and I might not be enjoying that. But what challenge could you give yourself? I know quite a few people have been challenging themselves to learn new recipes. You'll know that I've been challenging myself to walk. I'm very lucky to be able to do that. But actually physically, I've been struggling with that hugely at the moment because of some injuries. But I'm still, because the challenge is there, I don't want to let anybody down. It's keeping me going, which is really good. What you're really thinking in an open mindset or a growth mindset is, what else can I learn or do to improve my ability to achieve my goals? Now, your goals at the moment don't have to be boccia goals, but if your goal is being happy, well, why do you play boccia? Do you play boccia because you love it? In which case, pick up those balls and have some fun. Doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't have to be training. If you go to boccia because you like the community aspect of it and meeting other people, well, what can you do to meet other people online? You know, Boccia England are putting on Tea Break Tuesday. We've got capacity for 50 people. We're getting 8 or 9. Why is that? Come and join us. I've asked all of our academy leads to put on something similar so that you can chat with the people you know. And I really urge you to do that. Think, what else can I do today to improve how I feel or to improve myself? And do go back through these videos. These videos set out a lot of things that we're looking for in athletes. And one of the biggest things athletes say to me at academies and at EPG is, what do I need to do? Well, we're looking for athletes who are doing all the things in these videos, and we will build up and up and up. So get to know them, get to use them to challenge yourself and to think, how can I become a better athlete even while I'm in lockdown? What can I learn? What can I do today to get me a step nearer to the goal? I'm going to tell you a little story about Seb Coe. So he was a middle distance athlete, and he was also my boss at London 2012. And he told us a story of when he went and trained on Christmas Day. Some of you might have heard this story before. So somebody asked him, why did he train on Christmas Day? And he said the reason was because he didn't think his opponents would be doing it. And he thought that that extra training session in his legs might give him the advantage over other people. So yes, we don't know when you're going to compete yet. We don't know when you're going to get back into your clubs. We don't know when you're going to get back into a training situation, etc. But there are things you can do. You can be doing right now. And if you're beginning to feel demotivated, and I just urge you to try and break through that. Try and think, what can I do today that's going to help me in the future? Whether it's in terms of boccia or in terms of being happy, in terms of your life. Okay? What else can I learn or do to improve my ability to achieve my goals? There's a lot of really good stuff around growth mindsets on YouTube. If you're looking for those, look for Carol Dweck. I'm going to put some links on. There's a link to a very simplistic version of fixed and growth mindsets that I think is worth seeing. It puts it across in a very clear and simple diagrammatic way. But if you want to go into it further, there's a lot of information from Carol Dweck. And if you look about fixed versus growth mindsets, you can find it absolutely loads. And having a growth mindset, really, really key part of being a top international player. If you look at all of our GB players, our Boccia UK players, they will all have a growth mindset. None of them think they've reached their potential. They all always think there is more to learn. And that sums up a growth mindset. Okay, bye-bye.